लिंक शेयर करो. फर्स्ट टाइम पहले आया था. आप पहले आया था. यू फर्स्ट टाइम. किधर है लिंक? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. As they were leaving, those Vedantas who are very kind to the poor-hearted souls instructed me in that most confidential subject which is instructed by the personality of Godhead Himself. A pure Vedantist or a Bhakti Vedanta instructs followers exactly according to the instructions of the Lord Himself. The personality of Godhead, both in the Bhagavad Gita and in all other scriptures, has definitely instructed men to follow the Lord only. The Lord is the creator, maintainer and annihilator of everything. The whole manifested creation is existing by His will, and by His will, when the whole show is finished, He will remain in His eternal abode with all His paraphernalia. Before the creation, He was there in the eternal abode, and after the annihilation, He will continue to remain. He is not therefore one of the created beings. He is transcendental. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that long before the instruction was imparted to Arjuna, the same was instructed to the Sun God, and in course of time, the same instruction being wrongly handled and being broken was again instructed to Arjuna, because he was his perfect devotee and friend. Therefore, the instruction of the Lord can be understood by the devotees only and no one else. The impersonalist who has no idea of the transcendental form of the Lord cannot understand this most confidential message of the Lord. The expression most confidential is significant here because knowledge of the devotional service is far above knowledge of impersonal Brahman. Jnana means ordinary knowledge or any branch of knowledge. This knowledge develops up to the knowledge of impersonal Brahman. Above this, when it is partially mixed with devotion, such knowledge develops to knowledge of Paramatma or the all-pervading Godhead. This is more confidential, but when such knowledge is turned into pure devotional service and the confidential part of transcendental knowledge is attained, it is called the most confidential knowledge. This most confidential knowledge was imparted by the Lord to Brahma, Arjuna, Uddhava, etc. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahim Padati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Ancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 2nd verse, Raja Vidya Rajguhyam, Pavitram Idam Uttamam, Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam, Susukam Kartum Avyayam. Sound बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. You are able to hear? हरे कृष्ण. वो उधर रखो. हरे कृष्ण. ठीक है. हरे कृष्ण. बोलो राजेश. What is meant by Rajavidya and what is meant by Rajguhyam? What is the king of knowledge? You know, Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter. There is a book also. Prabhupada small book is there. King of knowledge. You have you read? Rajavidya. Have you read? No? Small book. Rajavidya. That is based on 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita lectures. Then what is meant by most confidential knowledge? What is king of knowledge? Please remember, I am going to say. So here also it is said, Narada Muni was saying, Jnanam guhyatamam yattad sakshat bhagavatoditam. Right? Sakshat bhagavatoditam. Personally spoken by Krishna. Sakshat. And then most confidential knowledge. So whatever Krishna speaks, it is most confidential knowledge. Right? So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 2nd verse, the first verse he says, Idam tute guhyatamam pravaksha manasuyave jnana vijnana sahitam yajnatva mokshase ashubhat. If anybody here, sitting here, is envious of Krishna, if somebody is envious of Krishna, he will not understand this knowledge. Right? Qualification, right? You know, to study in IIT, you have to qualify for in the exam. You know, it's called JEE. Right? If you want to study in IIM, Ahmedabad or Lucknow, you know, Indian Institute of Management, you need to pass CAT. Right? CAT, like that. So, in order to understand knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, what is your entry qualification? Become free from envy. I hope nobody is envious here. If you are envious, then you will not understand what I am going to speak. Right? That is the qualification. Idam tute guhyatamam pravakshami anasuyave. Jnanam vijnana sahitam. Krishna is going to say, is saying that jnanam means knowledge, theoretical knowledge, vijnana means practical knowledge. I am going to speak both practical and both theoretical and practical knowledge, after knowing which you will become free from all miseries. Anybody has studied engineering here, mechanical or Electrical. Any engineering graduate? MBA? Management? Huh? Doctor? Huh? BA? BCom? MCom? So, madam, what you studied? What you studied? MA. Once one Muslim, he got married. So when the lady, she entered the house, she saw the board, Nawab Hussain, BA, MA, BA, MA. So what? साहब, नवाब साहब, आप इतना एजुकेटेड है? नहीं ना, वो तालीम का डिग्री नहीं है, और क्या है? मैं पहला शादी किया था, वो बीवी मर गई, सो मैं BA, बैचलर अगेन, देन मैरिज हुआ, देन MA, मैरिड अगेन, फिर वापस वो मर गए, छोड़ के चली गई, फिर वापस BA, बैचलर अगेन, और उसके बाद अभी वापस MA, ओ बेहोश होगी, अरे वापस BA बना रही है क्या? ऐसा BA MA, वो BA नहीं है, राइट? वो BA नहीं है, राइट? बैचलर ऑफ आर्ट्स. अच्छा, MA. So after studying MA, you attended convocation? Convocation. There is a convocation ceremony takes place. Did you? They give degree, na? That black coat way. Huh? Hi there, Mumbai. Did the vice chancellor call you and tell that now you passed MA, you will become free from all miseries? Huh? After the degree only all the miseries take place, right? Prabhupada says in second canto, I think fourth or fifth chapter, there is one verse, Swavidvaraha Sarkare. Purport Prabhupada writes, these education institutes, they make you become a dog. Right? Dog is not happy without having a master. So all these BA, MA, BTech, MTech degree holders, they are not happy unless they get a job. And then they go to all the big companies and say no vacancy, and they come back very unhappy. Right? So our modern education system is meant to make you a dog or an ass. Dog or an ass, right? Anyway, nobody gives you an assurance, even if you, after spending 50 lakhs and then you pass MBA in IIM, they don't give you an assurance that you will become free from all miseries. But Krishna here, he is giving you an assurance that if you understand 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita, you will become free from all miseries of life. Will you take it? Huh? Yes. Will you take it? Yes. Right? Idam tute guhyatamam, most confidential knowledge. He say, Pravakshami, I am going to speak anasuyave, my dear Arjuna, because you are free from envy. You know what is the symptom of envy? First symptom of envy of Krishna. As soon as we say Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if the people raise this point, why not Lord Shiva? Why not Durga Devi? Then that means he is envious of Krishna. Right? That is the symptom. He is an envious person. Then Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Damyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. King of knowledge, 2 words, Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, most confidential knowledge. So why it is called Rajavidya and why it is called king most confidential knowledge? I am going to explain that Krishna says there are six schools of philosophy. Even Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, he wrote a book, and then that book is taught even Harvard University and all. Six schools of philosophy. Sankhya, Mimamsa, Karma Mimamsa, right? Yoga, and then Vedanta, yoga. Like this, there are six. So in this chapter, ninth chapter, the essence of all six philosophies is given by Krishna. That is why it is called Rajavidya, king of knowledge. Right? That is number one. Number two, most confidential knowledge. Why it is called? Because in this chapter, most confidential knowledge, that is pure devotional service, is taught. In the previous chapters, there is a mixer like karma mishra bhakti, right? Jnana mishra bhakti, right? Yoga mishra bhakti. 8th chapter is 6th and 8th chapters. Yoga mishra bhakti, yoga is taught, right? And then the 3rd chapter, 4th chapter, 3rd chapter and 7th chapter, 3rd chapter, karma mishra bhakti. Then 4th chapter and 7th chapter, jnana mishra bhakti, right? Please understand this point. In order to practice karma yoga, in order to practice jnana yoga, in order to practice yoga, you need preliminary qualification. For that, first you have to do nishkama karma and then give the fruits of your activities to God or someone else. You cannot enjoy the fruits of your activities. Chitta suddhi, first, then you purify your heart, become free from sinful reactions, then only you are eligible for practicing karma yoga, jnana yoga, hatha yoga. समझ में आ रहा है राजेश? समझ में आ रहा है? But for practicing this 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita, you don't need preliminary qualification. Why? Why? Because Bhakti Yoga, pure devotional service, is so powerful. Prabhupada gave this example. Suppose a child is playing in dirt. Right? Playing in dirt. Mother doesn't hesitate to pick up the child and feed the child. First, she cleanses the child and then she feeds him. She wears him nice cloth and then she feeds him. In the same way, Bhakti Devi is a very nice and kind lady, that if you take up Krishna consciousness, pure devotional service, consisting of 9 processes of devotional service: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. These 9 processes of devotion, if you start any of this process, Bhakti Devi first purifies you, then she will engage you in pure devotional service. Did you understand, Shriram Iyer?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Everybody understood? I am going to ask you a question. Oh, so is it clear why it is called? This process is spoken directly by Krishna himself. He spoke to Brahma, Brahma spoke to Narad, Narad spoke to Prahlad Maharaj, and then Prahlad spread this. Yeah? Prahlad Maharaj spoke this verse. Right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Iti Pumsharpita Vishnu, Bhaktische Nava Lakshana, what is it? Kriyeta Bhagavati Adha Tanmanye Dhitam Uttamam. Right? Adha means directly. Adha means directly. So, in this regard, Prabhupada writes that in general, people who follow Varnashrama Dharma and they follow their occupational duties like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, and they follow their ashram dharmas, Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas, prescribed duties they say. After performing the prescribed duties, they give the results of their activities. Prabhupada writes, they perform activities with BMW. What is BMW? Body, mind and words. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. They perform their occupational duties with Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, and they offer the fruits of their activities to Krishna. Right? That is the process in general followed in Vedic system. But the process introduced by Lord Krishna directly, Adha. Prabhupada writes, first they dedicate Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, mind, body and words to Krishna. And they perform all their activities with Manasa, Vacha, Karmana for pleasure of Krishna only. That is called pure devotional service. समझ में आया श्रीनाथ कृष्ण प्रभु? Tell me, what is the difference between karmis and devotees?
Karmis they perform their duties, their prescribed duties, and then they give up the fruits of their activities. This is what the karmis do. And whereas for pure devotees, they perform activities which give pleasure to Krishna.
First they dedicate Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, body, mind and words to Krishna, and then perform all the activities for that is called Kriyeta Bhagavati Adha. Performing. So while anybody who is connected to ISKCON, they are directly serving Krishna. No indirect basis. Direct. Prabhupada established this process. That is why this is called most confidential knowledge. This knowledge is not available to public so easily. समझ में आया? समझ में आया विजय कंडेल? So we should take this process very seriously. Shravanam Kirtan Vishnu. बच्चे आप लोग चुपचाप चुप रहने का है, बैठो चुपचाप बैठो, एक बात बाहर नहीं आने का. And this process is not given directly to everybody, right? Directly to everybody, like that. So there is a process. There are so many processes. This process. That is why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita again, in 18th chapter, Itite jnanamakhyatam guhyat guhyataram maya vimurshyeneva aseshana yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. So Krishna spoke to Arjuna after speaking all the verses, then tameva sharanam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata. After that verse, Krishna finished the Bhagavad Gita. Then he said, I spoke. Iti guhyat, iti te jnanamakyatam guhyat. I spoke all confidential, most confidential, everything I spoke. Vimrushena ina aseshena. You just contemplate whatever knowledge I have given. Right? Whatever knowledge I have given. Then yata ichasi tata kuru. Right? Suppose wife and husband, they're doing, then wife comes and tells, I want to do this. If the husband says, you do whatever you want to do, what wife thinks? Huh? She doesn't like, right? Arjuna did not like. Right? If you are upset with somebody, जो करना है करो, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना. So Arjuna was perplexed. इतना सब कुछ बोला, and then now he is saying, do whatever you want to do. ये क्या है? Right? Then Krishna, one thing, one Shiva Vaishnavacharya says, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita in various moods. He spoke like a master, strict teacher. That's why in the first verse he chastised Ashwachya and Anushochastva. Then he spoke like a father. Then he spoke like a mother. So mostly he spoke like a mother. Mother, she doesn't become, angry with her children. She is very patient. Very patiently, she teaches everything, without becoming angry. That's why it's called mother tongue, right? Mother tongue. So, Arjuna was perplexed. He said, why are you forsaking me now? That you do whatever you want to do. So, looking at Arjuna's face, Krishna felt bad. Then he said, Sarva Gihutamam Bhuya. Shrunume Paramam Vachaha. Right? Again I am going to speak the most confidential knowledge. Vishwanath Chakravarti says that, my dear Arjuna, I am going to speak to you 9th chapter again. That is the meaning. Sarva Gihutam Bhuya. Shrunume Paramam. I am going to speak to you 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita. So what is the essence of 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita? Manmana bhav madbhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te, or there yukta pratijani priyosi me sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha ishyami ma shuchaha. Prabhupada raises two questions. Please discuss amongst yourselves and give me an answer. Right? What is the highest moral principle in this world? Number one. Number two, what is the essence of all religions? Religious principles. Number two questions. One to one discuss and come with an answer. What is the first question? What is the highest moral principle? What is the highest moral principle in this world? Number two, what is the essence of all religious principles? Somebody can answer on online also. Somebody is hearing. What is morality? What is the highest moral principle in this world? Number two, what is the essence of all religious principles? Compassion. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Highest moral principle is to acknowledge God and listen to His words, instructions, and essence of all religion is to love God.
Very good.
And the essence, we can say the truth and integrity.
Huh?
Truth and integrity.
Very nice.
We trust on the integrity of God.
Oh, yeah. What is your name? Huh? Ruchi. What is the answer?
Actually, I'm thinking faith.
Faith.
Yeah, it's very important.
Faith.
Non-envious of God.
Yeah. Tell me, ladies. What is the? Bolo Srinath Krishna Prabhu. What is the?
Moral principle, my guess would be to be non-violent.
Non-violent. Vijay ji.
Empathy towards human beings,
Empathy. Too.
all living creatures.
Compassion.
So,
Yeah.
honesty and equality.
Huh?
Honesty and equality towards everyone.
Bolo, Bhivandi. Say it.
To serve.
To serve whom? To your wife?
The essence of all religion is to love and serve God.
You can say peace and harmony for the essence of religion.
Yeah.
What do you think? What you say? What you do should be in balance and harmony.
Okay, I will tell. Yeah, all of you are correct, and then all of you are not reached that. Right. I will tell you. Prabhupada wrote. You will be surprised. You will be surprised. The essence, the highest moral principle in this world is to remember Krishna all the time. समझ में? And the essence of all religious principle is to surrender to Krishna. समझ में? All of you are correct. They are all part. But if you remember Krishna, what is real sampada and vipada? Manisha ji, what is the meaning of these two words? Sampada and vipada. Sampada means sampatti. Huh? Wealth. Vipada means accident, danger. Accident. Vipada means danger, accident. What is, Vishnu, in Vyasamuni defined this, what is sampatti, what is sampada and what is vipada. In Vishnu Puran, in Prahlad Maharaj's pastime, he said, remembrance, the moment, all the moments you have remembered Krishna, they are sampatti. They are your wealth. All those moments you have forgotten Krishna, they are your vipada. Nice, na? Right? So you must, you must earn enough sampatti, before you die. Remember Krishna. Right? That is the highest moral principle. Manmana bhav madbhakto, madhyaji mam namaskuru, mame vaishyasi satyam te, pratijani priyosime. Krishna here, he is promising. Right? Krishna here is promising. When Krishna spoke this verse, Manmana bhava madbhakto, Arjuna was looking at him with doubt. Vishnu Thakur comments that Arjuna told Krishna, it seems, I heard Madhura Vasis बहुत झूठ बोलते हैं. So how can I trust your words? Then Krishna heard it, spoke it. It is true that Madhura वाले सब झूठ बोलते हैं ज़्यादा, लेकिन we don't speak lies to our intimate friends. That is why he used the word priyosime. Pratijani priyosime. And then Krishna says, in order to protect my devotees, I can do anything. Even I will break my promise. Manmanabha Madbhakto Madhya. Yesterday I was reading first canto, 8th chapter. There, Uttara, she was pregnant. At the end of the war, Ashwathama, he was very frustrated. That is why Prabhupada says, these atom bombs are very, very dangerous. If some mad man sits in Pakistan Prime Minister's chair and then he is fed up, India defeated Pakistan in World Cup final, then he will go and switch off the atom bomb. Somebody like Ashwathama, madman, everything was finished, everything, even Duryodhana also died. Still, he is very angry. This anger is very bad actually. The greatest obstacle for all of us is anger only, right? Many people, they say how to give up, how to chant nicely. I tell only one answer: give up anger. Right? Out of anger only we commit offense, no? Anyway, so this fellow, he released an arrow, Brahmastra, saying that apandava ho jaye, means all Pandavas should die, including the embryo in womb of Uttara. Then Uttara came running, Pahi Pahi Mahabaho, please save me, please save me. If you want, let this Brahmastra kill me, but please save my baby in my womb. Prabhupada writes, that a mother should do everything possible to protect the child in the womb. That is her duty. She is dependent. Right? इसलिए मसाला वसाला ज़्यादा नहीं खाने का. Right? The baby will suffer, like that. Anyway, then they saw arrows coming to attack Pandavas, 5 Pandavas, and then arrow coming to attack the baby in the womb of Uttara. Krishna, all the 5 Pandavas took their weapons, but Krishna thought there is no time for Pandavas to react because Brahmastra is very fast. Right? Then Krishna immediately took the weapon. Sudarshan Chakra. He entered the womb of Uttara. Then he neutralized the heat of Brahmastra. Right? So Prabhupada writes in the purport, actually morally he broke the principle because he has taken a vow. If you go to Mathura, actually Vrindavan Yatra in general, as per principle, one should start from Vishram Ghat. That is the principle. We don't follow. Otherwise, first thing we should go to. Previously we used to do like that. When I used to take Shastra ko follow karta tha. First go to Mathura, take bath in Vishram Ghat, and then start the yatra. That is the principle. Krishna killed Dantavakra, then he came to Mathura again, and then he took bath in that Yamuna. It's called Vishram Ghat. Then he took a rest. Then he gave up the Astra Shastra. Yes, he said, from now onwards I will not touch any weapons. He has taken a vow after killing Dantavakra, like that. But now again he took Sudarshan Chakra. Prabhupada writes, in order to protect his devotees, because he is Bhakta Vatsala, he is not a moralist. Mundane moral, according to mundane moralists, he broke his promise that I will not catch any more weapons. But in order to protect his devotees, so what kind of devotee? One who is always thinking about. This is the most confidential principle in this Bhagavatam. What are they? 2 confidential principles. One is remembrance of Krishna all the time. Remember Krishna all the time. And then number 2, surrender to Krishna. How many of you are surrendered souls in this class? What?
100% surrender.
I didn't ask that. You are not surrendered, Srinath Prabhu? Huh?
Not totally.
Vijayaram Prabhu, you are not surrendered? Huh? Why you didn't raise your hand? Huh? Bhivandi Saab? Huh? You didn't surrender? I will, it's not a big thing, surrendering to Krishna. Very easy. Prabhupada, many people don't think that, surrender means wear kasha and, wear, sit here. No, it is not. Surrender means, Prabhupada writes in Ishopanishad that a spiritual master tells that you should chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The spiritual master tells that you should not eat any outside food. You will eat only prasadam, except for emergency situations. When you accept, then you start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 rounds. You are a surrendered soul. Accept that I will not eat any outside food. I will eat only prasadam. You are a surrendered soul. So this is a gradual process. Complete surrender doesn't take place even in Golok Vrindavan. Even Arjuna is also not a completely surrendered soul. There are only completely surrendered souls are gopis. Right? In Brihad Bhagavatamrita, it is mentioned, even after going to Golok Vrindavan, these two processes continue. One is surrender, another is becoming humble. Humility. So, the more you surrender, the more you become humble, the more happiness you will get. Bliss, not happiness, bliss. समझ में है? हाँ? समझ में है सबको? So you are all surrendered souls or not? Huh? So it's a gradual process. So sometimes, so now we are chanting mostly 16 rounds, right? Most of us, we follow 4 regulative principles, right? Most of us, we follow principles, like reading Bhagavatam, attending programs in the temple, right? This is the process of surrender. This is it, there's nothing, you get some horns or, oh, I am a surrendered soul. Right? This is this is surrender. Surrender means following the orders of the spiritual master. That is called surrender. And then ye yathamam prapadyante tam sate, to the extent you surrender, to that extent you become blissful. To the extent you don't surrender, you experience misery. So what is the safe thing to do? Huh? Increase your surrender more and more. Right? How to do highest moral principle? Huh? Remember Krishna all the time. What is meant by love? Somebody is in love. Is someone in love here? What is meant by love? Huh? Yeah, see, she is in love, Right? So Prabhupada writes that when you love your son or a daughter, right? If you see her chappal or his chappal, you remember that person. Is it not? Is it, do you think, right? You see their shirt. Oh, yeah. That is called love, You remember that person out of affection, like that. So, Prabhupada writes in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, you perform devotional service with love of Krishna. See, this ingredient, love of Krishna, is very important. You should simply love Krishna. You should simply love Krishna. There is a board, there are 5 Panchasika knowledge, jnana. You know, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, all the Upanishads, all the other Bible and Quran, they teach only these 5 principles. Right? There you draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle one you write prapti. Prapti. What you should obtain. Prapti. Then number 1, who. Number 2, whom. Number 3, prapti. Number 4, what is the process? What are the obstacles? What are the obstacles? And number 5, क्या लाभ क्या है? What is the profit? Huh? What is it? Huh?
Gain advantage.
Gain, yeah. Number 1, who? The soul. Number 2, Krishna. Number 3, prapti. You should obtain Krishna. Right? What are the obstacles? Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Manmasarya. Right? And number 5, what is the gain? No? Love of Krishna. This is a process. Any Vedas, any Purana, any Bhagavad Gita, any you take this, only these 5 principles are taught. Bible, you take Bible, you take Quran, any, these are the 5 principles. Panchasika Jnana. What are they? The middle one is Prapti. Number 1? Number 2? Number 2, whom? Huh? Then number 3, Prapti. Right? Number 4, obstacles. Number 5, profit. What is the gain? So we should simply love Krishna. So what is the symptom of loving Krishna? Huh? The more and more time you spend remembering Krishna, more and more love you will increase. Otherwise, I always tell, why don't family members के बारे में, बार बार में बिजनेस के बारे में बार बार हमेशा सोचने का नहीं. आई एम नॉट टेलिंग डोंट थिंक एट ऑल, बट ऑल द टाइम क्या फोन पे कैसे हो, क्या खा रहे हो, लंच में खाया गया. ये इन लोगों का बात यही होता है, क्या खाया, अरे हजम भी हो गया अभी, क्या है इसको. Love means, once somebody asked Prabhupada, are pure devotees in anxiety? Prabhupada said, usually the pure devotees are not in anxiety, but today I have anxiety. What is that? It is there in Krishna's lunch box. Kachori or Sandesh. Right? So you should know, if you have deity, you should know, you should have, when you have a son or a daughter or a husband, you are worried, what he is eating, whether he ate on time or not. Right? What is he doing, and we think of all these things. In the same way, we should have that kind of love for Krishna, whether Krishna ate properly. Prabhupada said Krishna is a young boy of 16 years old. Prabhupada said 16-year-old boys, they can eat iron and digest. Just don't be satisfied simply offering makan and cooked paneer sabji, kadai paneer for you, or paneer makan wala, or burji, paneer burji. So, and then for Krishna only makan and makan mishri. And then for you, all, 6 course, 11 course feast. It should not be like that. Right? You should have that feeling for Krishna. Krishna, did he eat properly? Did I cook properly? Oh, I will cook very nicely so that Krishna will enjoy the meal today. Right? So when you go to the market, you should know. I follow one lady, Instagram, Bano India, So she follows, hygienic. She keeps, posting videos how big 5-star hotels, big hotels, how they purchase rotten vegetables, and they take out, that rotten part and cook for all of you. You all go, big 5-star hotels and thinking that it is very nice, but it's all compromised. Your health is compromised, like that. So when you go to the market, you must purchase, high quality sabjis, not rotten, aadha rotten, and then you take out, and then, high quality sugar, high quality rice, that is actually love for Krishna. When you have deities, you gorgeously dress them. Yeah, not that like. So this is how you express love, right? This is how you express love for your son, right? You purchase a motorbike, or some surprise gift you give. That's how you express love, right? What is the symptom of a wife loving her husband? In Andhra there is a saying, "Ghar ko dekho, ghar ko decide." Judge karo. Right? If the wife loves her husband, keep the house clean first. Right? Once I went to make one life number. Even my father had this habit. All old people they have this habit. Saving all old newspapers, and they cut, editorials. I went to make him a life member. Then everywhere books and newspapers, and then I said, where is the place to sit? Then I told, I think first, before I make you life member, you remove all this newspaper, old newspapers. Kabhi ka 1980s ka newspaper abhi pada hai. The wife, yes Prabhu, you tell him. मैं बोलूँगी तो मेरे ऊपर चिल्लाता है. Like that, So people, so the husband comes, and newspaper are lying there, and all the unwashed clothes are lying in one corner, and all the jala, cobwebs, and right, like that. So the wife, like that, you should, if you love Krishna, you keep the altar clean, all his paraphernalia clean, right? You should. That is a symptom of love. It's not that all the time your hairs are standing on end and you are like acting like a madman. That is not. That will come later. But now love. How do you express your love for Krishna? Right? You keep the house clean. You keep the temple clean. You keep. You cook highest quality of foodstuffs and offer to Krishna. Very nice garment, nice jewelry you purchase for Krishna. This is a symptom of love for Krishna. So you are thinking about him, right? Right? You are thinking about him. When you go to the market, you think about Krishna. Oh, I will purchase very nice vegetables for Krishna, like that. So that is how you express your love for Krishna, right? So there are 3 obstacles. What the Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita. Ajnaha, Ashraddha, and then Samshaya. These are the 3 obstacles. Ajna means ignorance. Ashraddha means lack of faith. Samshaya means doubtful. So, samshayatma vinashyati. Of all the three, samshaya is the most dangerous. Ajna means you don't know that Krishna exists. Right? Ashraddha means you know that Krishna exists, but you have a doubt whether this you don't want to accept the principles. Samshaya means you know that Krishna exists, you have accepted the process of chanting and hearing, but you have a doubt whether this will work or not. Samshayatma vinashyati. If you have, Prabhupada said, somebody who doesn't take Krishna consciousness, he is unfortunate. Somebody who takes up Krishna consciousness, he is very fortunate. But somebody who takes up Krishna consciousness and gives up, he is most unfortunate. Right? What is Shraddha? Shraddha means Prapti Tvara. Urgency to get Krishna is called urgency to get Krishna is Shraddha. Now we will come to this point. What is actually knowledge? So there are two things. When you read, right now when you read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, is that knowledge or what? Knowledge. क्यों बात कर रहे हो आप लोग? What? When you are reading Bhagavad Gita right now, is it knowledge or something else? Yeah? It is only information. Knowledge is given by Krishna directly in your heart. Right now you are with your mind, using mind, intelligence and eyes, you read something. You get some information. But knowledge is given by Krishna. That is why it is called revealed knowledge. Did you hear this word? Prabhupada keeps using this word, revealed knowledge. This knowledge you won't get by reading Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. Krishna has to reveal the knowledge in your heart. When Krishna reveals this knowledge in your heart, then Krishna says in Bhagavatam, not Krishna says, in Bhagavatam 2nd chapter it is said, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yadahetyakam. When you perform pure devotional service, knowledge and renunciation automatically takes place. So when Krishna gives you knowledge in your heart, then renunciation will take place. Renunciation means distaste for material enjoyment. If you have taste for material enjoyment, that means you don't have knowledge. You have only information. Knowledge is revealed by Krishna in your heart. For that we should strive for that knowledge. So how that knowledge will be revealed by Krishna? When you love Krishna. Right? Even if you have a trace of, Prabhupada writes, some people, they have, when they are chanting or something, they express some emotions, they express some, they exhibit some emotions of dancing, and then are sometimes, crying and hair standing on end. after that, they indulge in mundane sex life. Prabhupada said, it is not love, it is only pretension. If you have love for Krishna, you will not have any taste for mundane sex life. That distaste, that is called vairagya, jnanam. That vairagya will come when you develop that distaste for material enjoyment, when you have knowledge. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. Janayati Ashu Vairagyam. Ashu means immediately. Janayati means it will take birth. It will arise. These two things. What are they? Knowledge and renunciation. What is renunciation? Distaste for material. Bhajatam pritipurukam tadami buddhiyogam tam henamam upayati. This is what Narad Muni is speaking. Jnanam guhyatamam yattad sakshat bhagavatoditam anvavochan gamishantaha krupana deenavatsala. So we should, we are very, very fortunate. We are getting this knowledge of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita even by Srila Prabhupada. It is not an ordinary thing. It's not an ordinary thing. So when we keep on reading Bhagavatam, we keep on reading Bhagavad Gita, you will develop love for Krishna. Right? So what is actually hearing? कैसा है, कैसा लेके आओ, किधर से मिलेगा? It's not possible. Right? Immediately the samshaya, samshaya has taken place in his heart. How? Right? Somebody who has heard, he will do, follow the instruction. What is Shravanam means? Shravanam means repeating. Shravanam means one more meaning. Shravanam means following the instruction. I had this experience. For so many years, since 1991, I was reading Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, right? Reading some, like that. Finally, I heard. I was reading, but finally I heard. Now I am reading very carefully. Prabhupada, many times I told this also. Every year I keep telling. Prabhupada said, this is the handbook for all devotees. Bhakti Rasam Sindhu. Read this book and follow the instructions. Now actually I am reading Bhakti Rasam Sindhu and following the many of the instructions given in Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, which I am not doing it before. And then I am getting the result. One of the thing I followed was, Prabhupada writes, anybody who offers prayers to Krishna, especially in front of the deities, he becomes very dear to Krishna. And जा रहा है? So our Vijayaram Prabhu, we want to thank Vijayaram Prabhu. He led our group Yatra. Everybody is very happy. Please do every year. So just many things I have taken up. I am reading and then I should do this. Previously I was reading, हो गया फिर it evaporates. Whatever you read after 10-15 days it evaporates. Or next day only it evaporates. Right? In our brain there is heating elements. पढ़ते पढ़ते इवापरेट हो जाता है. राइट. Now again I am blocking my ears, not letting them go off like that. So I offer prayers every day to the deity, and with great effect, with great effect. I request all of you, as soon as you wake up in the morning, offer Gajendra Moksha prayers. There is a video, 11 minutes. If you cannot offer the prayers, at least hear them as soon as you wake up. Hear that video. Try to chant along with that video. Then after 1 week, after 1 month, 2 months, you will buy heart. Like that, Prabhupada says, chant, Queen Kunti's prayers, Prahlad Maharaj's prayers. Then those who want to free from, Lord Nishingadev instructed to Prahlad Maharaj, there in 7th canto 10th chapter, Yat Kirtayet Mahyam Tvaya Geetam cha idam hi naraha Tvam cha mam cha smaran kale Karma bandhan pramuchate. Lord Nishingadev says, anybody who offers the prayers uttered by you, Tvaya Geetam cha idam hi naraha, any human being utters prayers offered by you, then one who remembers your and mine pastime, he will become free from all karma bandhan. Karma bandhan. Right? Krishna, Lord Nishingadev is saying, offer these prayers, 7th canto 9th chapter. So this if you want to understand this confidential knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, 4th canto 9th chapter, there are only 12 verses are there. Dhruva Maharaj, he was actually not able to offer prayers to Krishna, and then he did not know. Then Lord Krishna touched his conch shell to the head of that boy, 5-year-old boy. Then all the Brahmajna, all the knowledge manifested in his heart. Then he offered only 12 prayers, to Dhruva Maharaj, to Lord Krishna, and then Lord Krishna is pleased. In Varaha Purana, Umabhati Samhita, the benediction is given that anybody who offers these 12 prayers, his intelligence will improve. Right? So 12 prayers, it will take only 5 minutes. Yanta pravishyamam avacham imam prashuptam sanjivati akilitara swadhamna anyas sahasra charana shravanat tvagadibi pranam namo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam. Ya anivritam, tanuvritam tavapada padma dhyanat bhavajjana katha shravanana pishyat sabrahmani swamahimani apinadam abhut. So antakash lalita patitam vimana. Right? The best prayer is bhakti muhu pravahatam tvaime prasango bhuyat anantam hatam amalashyanam enanjasulbanam uruvyasanam bhavabdhim nesye bhavadgunakatha amrita panamatta. Then you learn the meanings also. It will take only 10 minutes of your life. Your life will become perfect. So this is called Shravanam. Shravanam means? Are bolo? So Prabhupada writes, if you read Bhakti-rasam Sindhu, Prabhupada writes, one must associate with Acharyas. If you read Bhakti-rasam Sindhu, you are associating with Rupa Goswami. If you follow in the instructions given in Bhakti-rasam Sindhu, you are serving his lotus feet. So read Bhakti-rasam Sindhu, read Bhagavad Gita, and try to follow the instructions. So then, if you chant these 12 prayers, I got this experience. Knowledge will be revealed in your heart. You will get knowledge. Then slowly you will develop this taste for material enjoyment. You are not a loser if there is a taste for material enjoyment. There is a lot of suffering. You always remember. Always remember. Yei sansparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya yevate. every time you enjoy, it is a source of your suffering in your future. Every time you enjoy eating outside food, it will lead to suffering next time. Any enjoyment you do in this world, it is a birthplace of suffering. If you have taste for material enjoyment, that means we are creating suffering in our future lives. So Prabhupada says, renunciation means, Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, nowadays I am reading, renunciation means, enjoyment means eating food without offering to Krishna. Renunciation means you take a vow that your body needs nourishment. Your bodily senses, they need some enjoyment. Without sense gratification, you cannot live. So renunciation means you accept only prasadam, whatever you like, all palatable foodstuffs, whatever food you like, pizza, pasta, jo bhi hai, cook without onion, garlic, offer to Krishna and then eat. That will not give you any suffering. Only if you eat more, it will lead to indigestion. But otherwise, in future, so how many of you know 3rd chapter, 13th verse? Yajna sistasino shanta muchyante sarva kilbishay bunjate tva agam papam ye pachanti atma karanat. Agam papam means, agam means sin. Papam means agam papam means sin. Yeah, sin. So agam papam. So if you eat food without offering to me, you are eating only sin. What is the reaction to sin? Suffering. Yajna sistasina shanta. But if you offer to me and then eat prasadam, then you become free from you become free from all sinful reactions. Then there is no more suffering. Muchyante sarvakil visha. You will become all sinful reactions. So stop drinking thumbs up and Coca-Cola. Eating pav bhaji on the Juhu beach. Whatever it is. Today morning they cooked pav bhaji. Very nice. In our brahmacharya ashram. Jo bhi hai. Cook with your own hands, offer to Krishna and then eat. Then there will be no. So like that. So enjoy. Devatas, they enjoy with the permission of Krishna. That's why they don't get suffering. Krishna allowed, okay, enjoy, you want to enjoy, you enjoy. Right? We are enjoying without the permission of Krishna. That is why we are suffering. So we'll stop here. Yesterday I went to see our Radhika Archana Mataji, Rajeshri Mataji in Nanavati Hospital. There is of course she is out of danger now, but lot of suffering. So many tubes here. Very bad. So let us chant Nrsimha prayer. Kidhar hai Mridanga prayer? For her speedy, it will take some time. At least 5-6 months for complete recovery. Kartal do, Kartal. Also, we will announce. Now I have 2 stalls. One in near Vithalji. Another is an altar. Altar mein stall khula hai kya? Right? I have 2 stalls. Marathon, Bhagavad Gita marathon has started. Please come and do book distribution. There are 2 things. One is Vidyadan, another is hand-to-hand distribution. Vidyadan means you sponsor Gitas. I have many people. Kartal le nahi hai, chala gaya. Ayo. हमारा मृदंग नहीं है, ये हमारा मृदंग है. फिर किधर है वो? पॉकेट में रहता है. Vidyadan, you can sponsor Gitas. I have many customers in Bengal and Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, who are ready to purchase Gitas, for reduced price, subsidized Gitas. I have many. So you can sponsor Gitas, 1000 Gitas, 500 Gitas, whatever, 2000 Gitas or whatever. Then I will distribute them. That is one thing. And then here, hand to hand distribution, where you give your time. So morning 9:30 to 9 o'clock stall is open. For lunch it is closed. So please give your time, come and distribute. Our Sundar Ras Bihari Prabhu is there. Give your, what time you can come and distribute books. Then you want to sponsor Gitas, contact me or Shankar. करताल मिला? किधर है? करताल होना चाहिए ना, उसमें है क्या? करताल है? ठीक है, वो मृदंग बजा. नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलाददायिने हिरण्याकाशीपूर्वक्षः शीलठन्तानकालाये हितो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलवरे नाका अद्भुत शृंगा दलित हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवदूता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे. जय नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय प्रहलाद मरा प्रहलाद मरा प्रहलाद मरा जय प्रहलाद मरा. So let us chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra for good health of Radhika Archana Mataji, Rajashri Shetty Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Anybody has any questions?
What is the difference out of those five directions? Who, whom, prapti. So what is the difference between whom and prapti? Because it is the same only Krishna. So prapti is also the goal and whom is also the goal. So what is the difference between point 2 and 3?
Who means Krishna. Obtaining Krishna is a process. It is a. Any other questions? Okay then, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.